Breaking news, Liverpool's bold Szoboszlai move. Early team news versus Brighton. Welcome to l.f.c Transfer Daily News. Don't forget to like and subscribe. 9 changes, Diaz out, confirmed Liverpool lineup versus Brighton. Arne Slot's side progressed into the League Cup quarter-finals by beating the Seagulls on the south coast on Wednesday evening, and just 65 hours after the final whistle, they'll face Fabian Hürzeler's in the Premier League. The Reds will be looking to win both of their Brighton fixtures this week. But with Slot's depleted squad in the Carabao Cup and one eye on the weekend, the Dutchman was expected to make a number of changes. 9 changes made. One guaranteed change was always the return of Kevin Kelleher. The Irishman was rested on Wednesday, allowing Vítězslav Jaros to make his full Reds debut. While Jaros put on an impressive display, he will almost certainly return to the bench. Both Ryan Gravenberch and Trent Alexander-Arnold were rested on Wednesday and did not travel with the squad. Both slot back into the starting lineup. Virgil van Dijk travelled to the Amex but did not play, while Ibrahima Konate came on for the dying minutes of the game, so both start. While Andy Robertson had a decent game at the Amex, Slot has alluded to the fact that he may not be ready to play 3 matches in a row, and the Scot makes way for Kostas Tsimikas. Jones versus Szoboszlai. Alexis Mac Allister, Mohamed Salah and Darwin Núñez featured off the bench and will start at Anfield. One place that was up for grabs in the midfield will be between Curtis Jones and Dominik Szoboszlai. Jones hasn't done anything to necessarily lose his place, but the fact he has started 2 games in a row may be a factor in Szoboszlai starting, so the Scouser isn't overworked. Left wing dilemma. Both Cody Gakpo and Luis Diaz were on the score sheet on Wednesday, giving Slot a headache on who starts at Anfield. However, the fact that Diaz played a full 90 minutes while Gakpo was subbed off in the 71st minute looked to be a telling sign. And so it came to be. Gakpo starts at Anfield. Predicted lineup versus Brighton. 4-4-3, Kelleher, Alexander-Arnold, Konate, Van Dijk, Tsimikas, Gravenberch, Mac Allister, Szoboszlai, Salah, Gakpo, Núñez. Liverpool stars hint at major Szoboszlai decision in early team news. We've got hints at early Liverpool team news, with one star seemingly out of the Reds' Brighton fixture. Bizarrely, the best way to get early Liverpool team news this season has been to rely on Fantasy Premier League. The Reds players have their own league, and their weekly transfers offer a clue as to who's playing at the weekend. It's a clue that's proven correct before, and we imagine that will continue today as Liverpool take on Brighton at Anfield in the Premier League. Liverpool players have been busy on FPL, with Diogo Jota, Mohamed Salah, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Andy Robertson all making changes. Some are more notable than others, of course. Jota, for instance, has one Liverpool player, Alexander-Arnold, and he's captained Erling Haaland for the week. Nothing to report there. Alexander-Arnold has started Jota, which tells us that he doesn't take it as seriously as many. The forward is injured until after the international break, of course. Alexander-Arnold has started Jota, which tells us that he doesn't take it as seriously as many. The forward is injured until after the international break, of course. Early Liverpool team news. More interesting is the fact that Robertson sold himself to buy Alexander-Arnold. That would tell us that the Scot won't play against Brighton today. However, Salah starts Robertson. That then tells us that he will start, and that maybe Liverpool's left-back just sees more FPL value in his teammate. Salah's team is the most notable. He's sold Jota for Dominik Szoboszlai, and while the Hungarian is on his bench, it suggests he'll be playing against Brighton. Again, it's just a hint, but it's one that's been correct before. Szoboszlai didn't start against Arsenal last week, with Curtis Jones playing his usual role. The suggestion here is that Arne Slot has recalled him to the 11 against Brighton. We'll have to wait a little longer to find out the answer. New Liverpool Adidas kit has a close prediction released, and it's beautiful. A close prediction of the new Liverpool third kit by Adidas has been released. It's just beautiful. Footy headlines are at it again. The reliable leaker of all things kits have put out a close prediction of the new Liverpool third kit by Adidas. The Reds are expected to ditch Nike after this season and return to the German giant, bringing back a partnership that has brought some fantastic kits over the decades. In fact, those fantastic kits are being brought back, too. The third kit's vibe is entirely vintage, going back to the early 90s. We're even getting an old-school crest, though, with a modern twist. Liverpool's new Adidas third kit. As explained by Footy Headlines, Liverpool kit expert Fumler Rourke leaked what is expected to be the design. An insider told FH that his prediction was spot on. And now FH teamed up with l.f.c DZN11 on Twitter to produce a close prediction of the kit itself. A lot stands out there. First, is the color. Liverpool are going back to the green, teal style that's been used before. Officially, this is called sea green, white. Most notable, though, is that crest. It's styled like the late 1980s, early 1990s but with the modern interpretation of the liver bird. It's not the only retro crest, either, with the Adidas Classics badge getting on there. On the whole, we absolutely love what's going on here and we couldn't be happier with the move to Adidas. It's also worth mentioning that FH has mock-ups of the other two kits on their site. Here's the link again, and given this one looks like it'll be correct, it's safe to assume the others will at least be pretty close. Thanks for watching. Like and comment. Subscribe.